Welcome back to NECANN 2019. Man, this weekend just keeps on getting better and better. I mean, excuse me for laughing. We had a conversation going, but this was what it's all about, is getting to know each other.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I'm a little starstruck because Dr. Uma just came by.
Yeah, I absolutely love her work.
But we're here for you.
Yeah, thank you, I appreciate it.
We're here for you, the botanist. The botanist is up and coming. They're about 3 months new.
Yep. Yeah,
3 months old.
Yeah.
They're in Worcester. And we were talking about how Worcester is often forgotten about, but there's a lot of veterans and a lot of patients in Worcester that you're servicing.
Absolutely. Yeah. What we're offering right now is a 40% discount to any veteran that is 100% disabled. That's actually through a couple companies that are here, nonprofits, C3RN and BAH.
Wonderful organizations.
I cannot love those guys more. The work that they're putting in is incredible. And
Dr. McNabb is great.
Oh my God, I've gotten a chance to hang out with her a few times, and it's I learned something new every time.
Oh, you know what's funny is because when you're hanging out with Marian, it's business when it's business, but it's completely off the hook when
oh my
you're
God,
hanging out.
it's like an immediate friend. It's an immediate friend. Yeah, it's fantastic. But absolutely, the best part about the discount is that there's a huge population of veterans within the Worcester area, and I think that is one of the most important things that we can do.
Absolutely. I mean, as a cultivator myself, I'm always looking to work with shops that have programs that I can contribute to.
Yes, absolutely.
On hey, you buy a couple pounds from me. Well, I'm going to give you this to put into your program.
That would be amazing if we can come up with something like that.
And I've been working the CCC to try to get them to give us an avenue for something like that. Because it's all about giving back.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, at the end of the day, you have to eat, but it's about giving back. And when you have a mission that you're fulfilling, tell me more about it.
I mean, we're really trying to focus on continued care. The biggest thing and the biggest problem that a lot of us see at the Botanist is these people will go to their doctors, they will get some type of medication, and then all of a sudden that care kind of stops. There's nobody there to help them continue. So we want to build that relationship within the communities. Worcester, Leominster, and Shrewsbury, the only way we're going to survive in a massive market is if we get ourselves rooted in and try to make something of it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we're going to be offering, right off the bat, 10% to veterans, regardless of their disability percentage. We're going to be offering 10% to anyone dealing with a hardship.
Do they just bring their DD-214 in?
Yes.
Or?
Yeah, absolutely, and also senior citizens as well. We think that's an absolutely
another
huge
forgotten
market
segment.
Oh my God, it's absolutely insane. I mean, things like end-of-life care in hospices, things like nursing homes, long-term nursing homes. We want to get involved, but we want to get involved in our community.
Yes.
Even though we're a big brand, we want to be in the places that we're in. We want because it doesn't matter. People will go somewhere else if they don't have a good experience. They're not going to come back.
Well, I'll give you a story I told earlier. I have a friend who went out made his first recreational purchase at Patriot Care in Lowell.
Yeah.
You say perfect. However, they're just trying to push you in and out.
Yeah.
And he comes back, he's like, I got this awesome strain, this can of tonic. I said, oh, you got some CBD. He goes, well, no, this will get me high, right? Like, they didn't even tell you what you're getting. So places like yours, where you actually take a patient and individually work with them and make sure that they're targeting the right product for the right strain.
I missed.
My tongue's flapping over here.
Don't worry about it. Cheetah-like reflexes.
There you go, man. There you go.
Absolutely. So, I mean, I personally haven't got a chance to go to Patriot Care. I don't know much about their organization, but just as far as that continued care that I was talking about, one of the biggest things that we're trying to do, and it is in the works, we're just trying to get the go-ahead for it, is to bring a pharmacist on staff. So what we really want to try to do is get a pharmacist in there, at least one day a week, maybe every other week. We'll fill out their schedule with people that are coming in who need that little extra step. They'll be able to sit down with somebody who can go over things like contraindications.
It just makes
PSAs
sense.
Can't do that.
It just makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. And I think at the end of the day, it does help. It makes people feel like they can come back, and it keeps coming back to that continued care aspect.
Sure.
So whether it be wholesaling through other companies so that patients who can't go out and get these things like Berkshire Roots, we hold their edibles all the time. They're fantastic. We're going to continue to hold them because there's patients in Worcester who don't have cars, who cannot go out there and get these things, who can't get into the Boston bubble in order to make it even happen.
Well, let me segue into this.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
We're fighting for a lot of things still in the regulations.
Yes.
Delivery services being one of them. Is this something the botanist is looking at expanding to?
It's definitely
should they
something.
come on?
It's definitely something in the future that I think that every dispensary is going to have to do. Right? Is that we have these like 100% veterans right off the bat.
Yep.
We have these people, and we work with VAH to get them in. We can't deliver right now, so we try our best to try to get them in, work with these patients. We're also doing a survey. I'm not sure if they got a chance to talk to you about it, but it's going to end up going towards policy to try to help out veterans within the state and then hopefully at a national level. So what we're really trying to do is get more programs like that involved.
Absolutely.
I truly believe that nursing homes is the big next step.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Because if you do any sort of reading beyond CBD and the soccer mom approach to CBD nowadays, the aging generations, the greatest generation, is now starting to come around with cannabis therapy.
Yeah,
for Alzheimer's, for dementia, for even. I've read stories about patients that get bed sores just using cannabis bombs and salves.
It changes their life.
It changes their life.
And from a PSA level, I got to see that in my former dispensary, and to be able to build on that has been an incredible help for us. Like, we want to focus, regardless of if it's a medical patient walking through that door or a recreational patient walking through that door. We want to focus on the therapeutic value. Because there are plenty, and I know for a fact there are plenty of patients out there that did not become patients right off the bat.
Yep.
And they were nervous to join up.
Absolutely.
And there are thousands of others that were probably too nervous to even go for it.
I'll tell you, when I first got my med card, I was really nervous. I'm like, is my work going to find out about this? Am I going to lose my job? Am I going to lose this right? Am I going to be pulled over and accidentally give a cop my medical license, and now he's going to be giving me a DUI just because I smoked 30 days ago or whatever it may be.
It's that stigma too, right? We want to make absolute sure that when people are walking through the door, they're leaving the stigma, fading stigma at the door.
Yep.
I mean, if we can just continue that, and the only way to combat that is with information. That is easily the biggest part of the botanist.
That in aesthetics. I've heard a lot of good things about the aesthetics of your operation.
It is absolutely beautiful, man. I've had the luck of working in some pretty beautiful places, and it's walking in there every day. Whether it's you're driving, I drive an hour to get to work every day.
Yep.
And whether it's walking in the rain or walking in the sun, it puts a smile on your face.
Sure.
It's a nice place to be.
Sure. So tell me a little bit more of the future of the botanist. Where is the botanist going to be 2 years from now?
Oh, I hope integrated within the communities that they're in. I think
Well,
that is my.
are.
Yes, yeah, I truly
You
believe
are.
we are. But with our other 2 stores opening up, we want to make sure to introduce ourselves in the right way. I think there's a lot of combatants between towns and dispensaries, and it's something we constantly hear. But at the end of the day, I think that the towns that we're in, they've been extremely professional.
Yep.
And to move forward with these people and be able to help them at the same time, whether they're in the program or not, is fantastic. This should be for everyone.
Now, isn't it funny when you say work with towns? I mean, when I first started working with municipalities 2 years ago, there was this, we're not going to touch that. But now they're starting to open up. They're starting to see the sky isn't falling, and that these are they're businesses that are doing good, not only for the tax revenue that raises, but for the population itself.
Yeah, and I think one of the bigger things is data. Is being able to bring data forward, and like VAH, like C3RN, that are bringing something that they can put in the faces of the people that are like, oh, I'm not 100% sure, and then be able to be like, look, this is what's happening. We've had time now. And we're going to try to do the same thing.
Would you ever imagine 10 years ago we'd be sitting there talking about metric data for cannabis?
No, not at all. I mean, like 5 years ago, I was working on an ambulance, so it's I can't imagine that I even got to become a PSA to do this job. I'm living my dream. Seriously.
Absolutely. So have you had any chance to walk around NECANN, have a little fun?
Oh my God. Yeah. I mean, our booth is is pretty packed. So as far as trying to get away from it, I get a couple minutes. I've done a few rounds.
Yeah.
I have a ton of friends here. It's really good to see everybody again.
It's one of those things, you walk in 2 steps, you got to stop, say hello, walk another 2 steps.
know,
Next time you get in your booth, where were
It
you?
was 45 minutes ago. Right. Yeah, I'll need another coffee by the time I'm back.
Exactly, exactly. So is there anything else you'd like to tell us about the botanist before we...
We just love people to come by. I really honestly think that if people just come through the door, whether they're afraid of the program, whether they're new to it, whether experienced, I think when they come in, we're trying to offer a place where people can hang around, where people can sit and learn. And we easily think that the most important part of this is the educational aspect.
Sure.
We will continue to do that. We're going to continue to develop our program, and I could not be more excited to do it.
Listen, man, it's a pleasure speaking with you.
Thank you very
I can't wait
much.
to visit your shop.
Please,
I
please.
can't wait to see what you have in store for the next couple of years of growth. Again, this is Ed D'Souza coming at you at NECANN 2019. Stay tuned. We have more guests coming up. Again, there's tickets available. Come on down, stop by, say hi. Peace.
Awesome.